Man, this woke cancel culture that we live in today can be exhausting. And in short, it stinks. So welcome back to the JeffMan316 Customs YouTube channel, and welcome back to what's going to be a rant video. I've just read so many articles and just been inundated with so much information on social media over the last couple days that I just wanted to stop reading it and come on here and give you guys my take on a few things. Before I get off on the rant and forget, go ahead and do me a favor and like this video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Leave any comments below, whether you agree or disagree with me. Conversation is what it's all about, and that's how we learn. And then this way you can learn more about me. And then after you do that, if you subscribe, go ahead and hit the notification bell, and you'll know when I post new videos like this. So with all that out of the way, the rant's going to be like about how woke cancel culture, especially in the entertainment industry, and how they're trying to tell me how I should live my life, how I should feel about certain characters. I'm smart enough to know that kind of stuff on my own, and I'm a good enough human being and parent where I try to teach people when I see things that are wrong. But that doesn't mean we need to wipe stuff away. Things can change for the good, and I'll give you some examples. There was an article, I think, in the New York Times where they were talking about the Space Jam 2 movie, and I think it brought up two characters. One, Speedy Gonzales. They were saying how, you know, that character has always been a stereotypical racist image of Latinos or Mexican people, I guess. And there's some good that's come out of that character just from the changes they made and how they portray the character. And I was even reading the comments by the person who voices the character, which is Gabriel Iglesias, who said, "I'm the voice of Speedy Gonzales in the new Space Jam. Does this mean that they're going to try to cancel Fluffy too? You can't catch me, cancel culture. I'm the fastest mouse in all Mexico." As a Mexican, I freaking love Speedy Gonzales as much as my family loves the fastest mouse in all of Mexico. The toxic SJW gringos who tried to cancel Speedy Gonzales could do something unprintable to themselves. Neither me nor anyone amongst my family and friends in Mexico felt offended by Speedy Gonzales. He was intelligent, witty, the fastest of them all, and would always outsmart his rivals. The sombreros, many Mexicans wear them with pride every World Cup. I love Speedy. See, somebody who actually lives the life is the one we should be listening to, not somebody who doesn't know what the hell they're talking about and is trying to force their opinion on us. Wake up. This is a little bit ridiculous. So second, the character was Pepe Le Pew, and I'll tell you what they said about that and how somebody came out against that. Pepe Le Pew, if you don't know, they have removed his scenes from the Space Jam movie, and they haven't come out and said why. The world is taking this firestorm and saying it's because he's a sexist character who preyed on women, and was basically a sexual harasser. Now, with that being said, maybe the character could have been taken that way back when it was first created. And I know they haven't even included him in anything new that they've done, but to me, they made a mistake. While they could have taken that character, they could have put a scene in something or in one of their cartoons, and they could have flipped it and made it realize what it had done wrong. And then they could actually still have a funny, decent character, just change him. Oh, wait a minute. That's what they tried to do, and now the world won't see it, because this is the article I was reading. The actress that actually played in the movie, I forget her name, but she had been sexually harassed in real life. And so the scene that Pepe Le Pew was supposed to be in, it says Pepe was set to appear in a black and white Casablanca-like cafe sequence. He was playing a bartender who hits on a woman at a bar. He begins kissing her arm, which she pulls back, then slaps him into the chair next to hers. She pours a drink on him, then slaps him hard, sending him spinning on the stool, which is then stopped by LeBron James, who LeBron James basically tells him you can't go grabbing other tunes like that without their consent. See, life lesson. That's what we should be doing, trying to learn and make things better. But instead, that scene is being cut, and the actress, who says that she was a victim of sexual harassment herself, is speaking out, saying that she wanted the scene to be in there because she thought it was, therapeutic and that it was good and it could teach a lesson. So, once again, they take something that could be turned into something good and they cancel it out. So that's two instances right there in one movie that they tried to do that. Another thing that I was reading over the weekend, and I'll just leave my glasses off so I can read better, was I was already worried about that. And then I heard about what I thought was going to happen on Disney Plus, where they were going to remove some movies because they depict racist stereotypes, underscoring a challenge that media companies face when they resurrect older movies in modern times. Luckily, they're not removing them. They're only taking them out of the child profiles if you have one, because they want to shield your children away. Instead of leaving it in there, putting a disclaimer and say, talk to your parents about this stuff, which I've always talked to my son about that stuff. And, love for other men and women, no matter what race, creed, or color. That's what we should be doing as human beings. But with that being said, at least they didn't cancel them totally off the channel. They're just shielding them away from children. So I got worried there for a minute, because I was like, that's one of my problems that I've always worried about, is the ultimate censorship. If somebody gets in power or takes over a media outlet like Amazon or whatever, and starts shielding me and my family away from watching whatever we want for enjoyment. That should be my choice. Once something is made, it should be available somewhere out there in the internet for me to watch it, or on media. And that's why I buy a lot of physical media and keep it, because of censorship and things like that. So watch my video, which I'll link at the end, about censorship. So the last thing I want to say about that is, I think they've taken it so far that things that aren't even woke are turned into something woke, or at least they're getting branded that. I watched the newest movie, Wrong Turn. People are calling it woke turn, and I don't even know why. The good thing about it is there's a woman in it who is empowered, who takes charge, who takes over and saves the day. That has been happening in horror movies since the 80s, since I've been watching slasher films. That's what a final girl is, that ends up coming out on top and winning. They make the woman look powerful. With that being said, one of the reasons I heard that they're calling it that is because, they have a gay couple in there. They've got an interracial couple in there. They're trying to be woke. No, open your eyes, people. Do you not see that that's just a slice of America right now? Everywhere you go, you see that stuff. To me, it's become old hat. People can do what they want to do. They can live their lives. They've got just the same thing all horror movies do. Back in the 80s, they did it, and now they're doing it here. They take slices of America to try to make it relevant to people so that you'll like the movie and you might sympathize with the characters. That's what the hell a movie is supposed to do. It's not woke. It's just a version of what's going on in America today. Get over it. To go back to the cartoon stuff, I am so worried they're going to take this thing too far. If they'll do this to Pepe Le Pew, and like I said, they may not have meant to cut it out for those reasons, the scene, but that's what people are taking it, and that's what they're talking about. What's next? Miss Piggy? Because damn it, if she didn't sexually harass Kermit during my whole childhood, I don't know what the hell sexual harassment is. So with that being said, I'm just going to tell you this. Here's my philosophy, and this is what everybody should live by. Whatever God that you pray to at night, whatever God you believe in, there is no way that God put us on this earth to not work together, no matter what color you are, no matter what race you are, no matter how you look, no matter whether you're fat like me or skinny like somebody, no matter whether you're ugly, whether you got hair, whether you don't have hair, whether you're black, you're white, you're yellow, you're red, you're green, whatever. There's no way that God put us on this earth to fight and to go into battles like this against people. People need to change the way they're thinking. People need to quit censoring shit, and people need to start teaching each other lessons, whether they're in your family, on social media, or whatever like this. We're too intelligent of a race to live like this. This is ridiculous. They're telling us how to live because they don't think we can do it for ourselves anymore. We need to wake up and start learning each other, start leaning on each other, and start loving each other. It's ridiculous. So I'm going to get off my soapbox now, and I feel a lot better. I'm tired of cancel culture, as you can see. And as the great philosopher, the critic, once said, it stinks.
It stinks.
So this is JevMan316, your pop culture reporter, signing out, saying, you guys be safe out there and love one another.